come to have a chat with me today. Do you want to just tell the world who you are?
Yeah, sure, Dan. Hi, everyone. My name is Garrett Lyle. I work for Walker Wellen, Auckland. Walker Wellen is an Australasian affiliated firm of chartered accountants. We've got about 20 offices between Australia and New Zealand, but we are very much targeting the SME market of New Zealand. And I'm one of the five directors, five partners in a place located up in Shortland Street in
Yeah,
Auckland.
good. So we were at a breakfast networking meeting the other week, and I was having a bit of a chat about the kind of things that I was rolling out through our clients over the next couple of months. And I mentioned AI governance, and you had a little anecdote that I thought would be awesome to share with uh, our clients and prospects out there.
Yeah, sure. Then, I mean, we've been looking at AI since it actually became the buzzword out there in the profession. And for the last couple of years, we've been actually going through the motions of trying to make sure that we have the right procedures, processes, the right governance around AI. And that actually got us to actually have an AI policy now for in-house. All employment agreements are now tied back to the AI policy, which all the staff members need to actually sign up to. And more importantly, with AI, it's all about making sure that whatever happens, we don't compromise on our client data, and security is actually quite important. So just to give you an example, the one that I mentioned to you before is that we picked up a new client the other day, and it was because that the previous accountant had actually put their financial information on AI, and that has actually he didn't actually want anything like that to happen. And funnily enough, when we actually searched with the same prompts as what their previous accountant had done, we had found their financial results on the free version of AI. The information can become quite public because whatever is actually getting dropped into AI, and it doesn't really matter whether it's the free version or the paid version because it's still on the cloud until you actually have a um, resident AI running on your PC, which is not connected to the outside world. Um, our research and having talked to all the know all the big know-hows of Microsoft and all that, they still actually recommending not to upload sensitive client information onto AI platforms, just to maintain confidentiality for client data.
Yeah, your story there was the first inkling I've heard of that, right, where it's resurfaced. And I think we're going to have a bit of a tidal wave of this kind of stuff, these little news items popping out of the next, 12 to 24 months where people start finding out that, oh, wow. Because you did a great thing in that you've set policies in place because regardless of whether you have any kind of internal initiative to around AI, chances are your keen beans in your organization are going to be using a free tool to just boost their productivity, right? If they are keen, they're going to have a crack at it, right? Or maybe they're just really proactively lazy, right? Which is still works out. But
Mhm.
they might be benefiting from these productivity tools, but at the same time could be putting in place a landmine for the future. So there is generally like with tools, yeah. If you're paying for it and you're working in the correct manner, you get more protection. It's not that the prompts are like actively hacking people's data sources or anything like that. It is just working with what it already has publicly available to it. But it really does start with, as a business owner or a director, you've got to tell your team and including your IT people as well what your policies are, or else they can't put controls in place. And your staff might think that it's completely okay because if it's not strictly forbidden, then what's to say, right? So in our world, we call that shadow IT. It's the stuff that isn't strictly approved that can cause those kind of issues. In the past, it's been problems have been around people using pirated software because they wow, this software package is like $2,000. I'll just download this free version right? And then it comes with some malware at the same time. So well done, Walker Whalen, for getting that in place. I think that's going to that really sets up your business and your clients for a secure relationship working forward, right? Because it's not like we want to get in the way of this stuff, right? It is.
Oh, no, no, no. It is actually very useful, and we do have got policies in place on how to use it. And when it's actually used effectively, it actually can make a world of difference as far as the productivity of the individual goes. So it's not all that bad. What I'm highlighting at the moment is something that people just needs to be aware. And as long as you're aware of those things, then you would actually work smarter with the tools available, and then ensure that you gain the efficiency and the productivity that one would need in the organization as the AI will evolves. And thank you to you as well, Dan, and the team at Vertec for helping us through this process.
Beauty, mate. Cheers, Kurt. You have a
Thank you.
cracker day, and we'll catch up later on.
Thank you, Dan.
Stop. There we go.